Aloha everybody, welcome to Maui Karen Ann. We're going to do kind of a basic, what do I want to say, class today, not really a class. I'm just going to go back to basics because I know a lot of you are watching for the first time and maybe you're just trying to learn. And I have gotten to the point where I don't explain a lot of things. So I want to explain things to try to help you out and help you grow, okay? First of all, I want to give some shout outs. Cocktail Tony, my husband, and I, we try to sponsor all kinds of people, give everybody a shout out so that you can check their websites or their channels, whatever you want to call them on YouTube. And we need to support each other. So we are supporting people that do all kinds of things, cooking, drinking, painting, what else do we support? Sailing, anything that people do. I have several people that play music. I have a couple of gentlemen that are just great with guitars. It's fun to watch them and to listen to them. So anyway, it's a large community and we need support. So anyway, I have some new subscribers. And I want to thank One Drink, 3 Bars. Is that not a great name? I love it. So I've watched some of her videos. She needs our support. She's just starting out. So please go, give her a comment, subscribe, and tell her she's doing wonderful. Give her support. Then I have another new subscriber, Billy D. Billy D. So thank you, Billy. I appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to subscribe. And to subscribe, all you have to do is hit subscribe, hit the bell. After the bell, you have to hit all. If you hit all, then every time I have a video out, you will get a notice that my video's out. Otherwise, it's just kind of hit and miss. If you subscribe and hit the bell, it's just once in a while you'll find out. So you have to hit all, okay? Now, this is the last painting I have done. I wanted to show it to you. It turned out so pretty. I used bronze and gold and teal and purple. And it is so shiny. I hope the camera is catching the colors because it just turned out beautiful. So I have already varnished it. It is ready for someone to purchase and put in their home. You just go to KarenAnnGucci@gmail and let me know. This is a 14 by 14 canvas. So the first thing I want to tell you is you have to tape the back of your paint. Well, you don't have to, but if you don't want paint all over the back, it's a good idea. This is tape that I purchased at the dollar store. It's a painter's tape. This is it, and I get it at the dollar store, okay? So you tape it. Then, as you're taping it, you want to take one of your mixing sticks or popsicle sticks or whatever you want to call them. This just happens to be a large one. And you go along this edge of the tape like this, all the way around, because you want that tape to stick. You don't want the paint to bleed through. So this just really seals it down. Then I have 4 push pins that I have nailed in. I'm not strong enough to push them in. And this is an 18 by 24 canvas, and it is by Artist Loft, and it's an artist number 2. So they have one for beginners, they have a 2 series, and then they have the gallery series. So I'm going to use titanium white for my base, and this is Master's Touch. You can use any kind of white base that you want. So I have mixed FLOETROL and water in this. And what it is I do 3 ounces of FLOETROL and 1 ounce of color, and then you put in water. Now, you have to learn to eye this, what you want it to do. See how it just disappears? You want it real thin. So this takes quite a bit of water, but you can see that it's real thin. It just disappears when it goes in. So I'm going to flood this with this base. The colors I'm using today is I've got a mix. It's Craft Smart Navy and Folk Art Navy that I've mixed, and again, it is 3 parts FLOETROL and 1 part paint. So it would be 3 parts FLOETROL, a 1/2 ounce of the Folk Art Navy, and a 1/2 ounce of the Craft Smart Navy. And I didn't have to mix any water into that. That was fine that way. This is called DECO Art Champagne Gold. So it's the same formula, 3:1. And this one is a new one that I've just got. It's LIQUITEX Bright Aqua Green. Now, let me mix it up because it's been in the cup a while. So you can tell that it's a lot thicker than my base. So, whoa, I think I may have to add water. I'm not sure. See, it's dripping and it leaves a mound. See the mound that it's leaving? I don't want it to leave that much of a mound. So I will be adding a little bit of water to that so that the consistency is a little same. You want a mound, but you want it to mound and then disappear. This is going to mound and stay forever. So I will put a little water in that before we go. So I'm going to go ahead and flood the canvas and make sure you get the base on the sides too, because you want your paint to flow over the sides. Another thing you want to do is you want to take and put your level. Thank you. Put your level on and make sure that your canvas is level, and it is, so we're good to go. So I'm going to put the base on, and I'll be right back when the base is all on. Okay, so I have my white base spread. So what you want to do next is take your torch, and you want to torch it to get any air bubbles out. And also you look to see if there's any debris in here. I don't see anything right now. So I'm going to put my colors on now. And I'm going to do a very simple composition. I'm just going to start at this corner and zigzag my colors up to this corner. Now it's fine, but I think it would be better if you're just starting to do a straight line. That way you're going to feel more confident with your blow dryer when you're handling it, and also blowing the colors out. So I'm going to start now. I'm going to put my colors on. So I'm going to start with Champagne Gold, and I'm just going to draw this. Maybe I am. Is it open? Did you break the chair, Tony?
No, I didn't break nothing.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put Champagne Gold. Then I'm going to put this bright aqua green, and I did thin it down with some water so you can see it's much thinner. I do get a little puddle, but it's nothing much, and then it disappears. So that's what you want. So anyway, I'm going to put this on. Come on. I'm used to doing the bottles. I'm afraid with a cup I might get too much. So we'll see. A very important lesson that I have learned is really not to plan how you want this to look, because in my experience, It never comes out how I want it to look. The paint has its own mind. It does its own thing. It goes where it wants to go. And so that is life. So, I don't know. I think this looks pretty good. I think, though, I will do just another little sweep of the aqua green. I want to make sure I have enough paint. If I don't have enough paint on, I can come back after I blow it out even and touch it up with paint. Whoops, that ought to do it, right? Oh my goodness sakes, okay. Then I'm going to put some more navy, a little bit of navy. See, I have more control with the bottle. So I got this bottle at, of course, the dollar store, 2 for $1. These with the twisty tops I got on Amazon, of course. Now I'm going to touch it again with this champagne gold, which is really pretty because it shines through the other colors, makes the other colors sparkle. Now, this is my base mix again. There are 2 ways you can do this. One is you pour more base along the side because you want your paint to move. So let me do this side too, because you're going to be blowing both sides, both ways. Okay, now, some women blow the colors now, right out, okay? Why are you laughing at me? My husband's laughing at me. Am I getting too basic?
No, you keep saying now.
I keep saying now? Because it's now.
Okay.
It is now. Yeah. It's not tomorrow. It wasn't yesterday. It's now.
It's live.
It's live. So anyway, some women will take their blow dryer and will, look at that. See, I got something in there. See how easy that was? Anyway, they'll take and blow their blow dryer now with this, like this. Okay. Another way you can do it is you can actually blow the white base over the colors and then blow it all out. So what that does is that mutes the colors a little bit and they're not as bright. This way, if you just blow it out with the colors like this, they're going to be brighter. So I want this to be brighter today. I don't want it to be softer. If I wanted it to be softer again, and I'll do another video another day where I actually blow the base over so you can see the difference. I've got my blow dryer. It's going to be on high and it is on heat. So what you want to do, it depends. I like to hold my blow dryer like this, but everyone's different.
I can't see which way you hold it. Okay.
I like to hold it like this.
Okay.
So I feel like I have more control. You want to put the blow dryer right down on your paint and then take it out. So you kind of want to think about where you want this to go. I kind of want it to go this way, and then I'll take over here and go this way, and this way, hopefully, and then this way, kind of straight out. So then I have half of it done. So I want to come back and see now. If I started and I went this way, I probably should come back and go this way, and then this way. So kind of opposite directions to get the right composition. Now you can take and blow it all the way off, or you can stop before you get to the edge, whatever you want to do. So let's see what I can do today, all right? Okay, so you can see I've got lots of cells coming up. Whoops, I just undid my microphone. Sorry. I've got lots of cells coming up, but what's really good is you can see I've got a blank spot here. So what happened is I took my colors too much up that way. I didn't take them up this way. But what I can do, and what I'm going to do is, you can touch it up. You put your colors back here. So I did my champagne gold. I'm going to do my aqua. And then my navy blue. So now I'm going to hit it and go that way. Look at what you've done and decide if you want to change something. Another way you can change is get a straw. And if you get one that's got a curve in it like that, you have more control over the direction where you want to blow anything. Like right in here, I'm not really happy with this little spot. So I'm going to try to blow some of this way. I may have to put more paint, I'm not sure. Otherwise, I'm happy with the composition. I may make this guy down here a little fatter and blow some of the color this way. I don't know if you can tell by looking at it now, but the champagne gold is coming through the navy and making it really shiny. So let's see what I can do here. Let's see if I can blow some of this out. So I think that looks better. It matches this side. I mean, you don't get things matchy-matchy. And I'm not so sure about this one. It's kind of white out here. I don't know if I want to add more blue to it or not. So I try to get this stuff out of the way. I'm going to lean up here, see if I can stay out of the paint. And I think that has a better composition to it. So you can play with it for a while. While that sits, what you want to do is go around and get the paint up this way, because what will happen is if you don't pick this paint up, it's going to continue to flow over the side and you're going to lose some of your composition. So if you like what you've got, make sure you go around your sides and pick up the paint. And I didn't have much paint going over, which is very unusual. Usually I have a bunch of paint going over. I like how the aqua is so different than the navy. I like this. This turned out great. I would like a little more color here. So what do you think? I wish you were here and could tell me. Should I put some paint here and blow this out? Kind of think I should. Okay. This is good. This is a good lesson for you, so you can see what can happen, even though I thought I had enough paint everywhere. The paint has its own mind, so. And I know I have to learn. I don't control the paint. I don't control it. I try to put it where I want it. Okay, so I'm going to blow that this way a little bit I think I'm going to put a little more base here because I can see that I'm kind of lacking in base paint here. Now you will notice that there looks like there's dry spots where the base paint has already dried, but don't worry about that because when everything is dried, it'll all be flat and all be the same, so you don't have to worry about that part. I think this side of the painting doesn't like me. I'm still not getting what I'd like. You can't tell, but I have a ton of paint right here. But I think that looks better. What do you think, Antonio?
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe that's better, but I still want more out here. I hate to be so picky. Picky! Oh, did it go off? Just not moving. Okay, I like that better. Even though there's a lot of blue here, that's okay, I like it. I think it's better. That's much better. I'm happier with it now. So I hope you realize that you can play with it, keep working on it. If you don't like it, you can always, and I've done this, I've taken the spatula, scraped this off completely, and started from scratch by putting a base on and layering everything again. So don't be hesitant. You can play with it. It won't hurt anything. It's just paint. So just remember that. Just paint. And you're supposed to be having fun. So have fun with it. Get the composition that you like because it's your painting. And enjoy it. And be proud of what you've done. Look what you did. That's beautiful. Fantastic. I love it. So, mahalo for watching, and I hope you've learned something. If you have any comments, please press comments and write down everything that you want to write. And I thank you and aloha.